Hi and welcome to Pop and Polish. I'm Shannon. I'm a self-taught DIY nail art enthusiast, and in this video we are doing the trendy bangle nails but with a K-pop Demon Hunters twist. And so we're going to just dive right into the nail art today. I already prepped the base colors for the nails. And the first nail that I'm doing is my Rumi inspired nails. So this is going to have purple, it's going to have some black, it's going to have some gemstones. It's a really fun, pretty nail. I used a combination of like nail clay, I guess, molding clay is what I'm trying to say, that I got off of Temu that I actually really like. It works really well. And some clear solid gel as well. And that's what I used to make all the bangles for all the nails. At first I had a little bit of a hard time, as you can see, getting the clay to stick to the nail. It was a little bit of an effort throughout like the whole video to get things to stick to the nail but not stick to me. I'm fairly new at using 3D gel, 3D modeling clay, so there was a little bit of a learning curve to this nail art, but overall I think they turned out so good. Yeah, the struggle was real. It did take me a few minutes to figure out how to best work with the modeling clay and the 3D gel. It was very, even though it was non-stick, it felt very sticky to my gloves at times. So it was just a little bit, like I said, of a learning curve to figure out how to best work with the gel. But once I did kind of figure out how to work with it best, it was much easier to work with.
Honestly, it's supposed to be non-stick.
So normally before I do nails like this, certainly nails that involve 3D art, I typically do some test nails first. But for this set, honestly, I didn't have time to do a test set, and I kind of just wanted to experience doing the nails with you. So I didn't do a test set with this, which is why I'm learning on the fly a lot about these gels and how to make them. Or how to make the bangle nail art, because I didn't do a test set. This is the test. This is the test and the finished product. Also, if you're not new to my channel and you've watched some of my videos before, you may notice that this video is a little different than my previous videos in that it has a voiceover and not subtitles. I was doing a bit of an experiment over the past month and a bit with the difference between doing a video with subtitles music versus doing a voiceover, and to really get some good analytics I had to do a few videos with just the subtitles and music. And what I kind of learned is that people prefer voiceover more than they prefer the subtitles, at least with my videos. So I am back to doing voiceover for my videos, and yeah, you guys get to hear my chatter now. Yay! So what I was trying to do with that previous bangle was I was trying to create like an amethyst bangle. So I did a purple jelly, and then I used my white alcohol watercolor paint to kind of create that amethyst like effect. Honestly, I think it turned out pretty good. And then I did a beaded bangle using just some gold beads. And for this bangle, I just wanted a nice dark purple bangle again, kind of representing Rumi's hair. And I don't know, to me, the black, the amethyst bangle, the gold bangle, plus the dark purple bangle, to me just really seems very Rumi. And even though the black clay was obviously black, I still painted it with some black gel paint just to really make it shine. So yeah, that's the Rumi nail. The next nail I did is the Zoey nail. I think Zoey is most people's favorite. Tell me who your favorite K-pop Demon Hunter character is in the comments. But when I have done like other K-pop Demon Hunter nail art, the amount of like Zoey requests that come through in the comments is way outnumbers everyone else. So tell me, if Zoey your favorite or is it somebody else? Personally, I'm a Rumi girl. I just really like her as a character, and her voice is just incredible. But I guess if I'm being honest, I would say I find Zoey's character the most relatable. So this bangle is another gemstone bangle. I used like a turquoise color and then again the watercolor paint to kind of make that gemstone effect. Then I'm going in and creating another bangle with some little gemstones and using some gold beads in between to kind of create that bangle look. I love how this turned out. I was trying to pull colors that felt very Zoey vibe, and this yellow that I have just is so Zoey to me, and especially mixed with like the turquoise. And I get that in the movie Zoey is more green based, but I didn't have any green that really matched the Zoey feel, in my opinion anyways. So I kind of went more turquoisey and yellow with the bangle look, but I think it still reads very, very Zoey. So tell me what you think of this Zoey nail. Tell me if you think it represents her well, if you could see Zoey wearing this. I could see Zoey wearing these bangles. And next up we have the Mira nail, and I think this one might be one of my favorites, to be honest. Mira's color palette is just very my vibe, so I tend to really lean towards the colors that represent her. You'd think as the video went on that I would have found the bangles to become easier to work with. I really didn't. I did find them a bit of a challenge the entire video. So the first bangle on the Mira nail is representing her beautiful, beautiful fuchsia hair. I think that the color that I found is perfect for that hair color. I apologize that I am holding the nails so low to the camera, but honestly, I was just so focused on these beads and getting them on without them sliding off and going all over the place. Like, this video is sped up so much because I was just going so slow and trying so hard to make everything just look really good. For this next bangle, I tried to do like a rose quartz bangle, and honestly, I really like how it turned out. I used a pink jelly and again used that watercolor alcohol-based paint, and I really like how this one turned out. Besides the amethyst, I think it reads the best. And then I used these really pretty pink little gemstones and created a nice little gemstone bangle that I thought really represented Mira. These were so hard to place. And then I came back to the Rumi nail because I just felt like the other ones were a little bit more special and I wanted to make Rumi's a little bit more special. So I added one more gemstone bangle. I can't even explain to you the frustration level that was occurring right now because those little gold beads were going everywhere. They were falling, they were going on my desk, they were just going all over the place, but I was committed to making this bangle happen. But oh my gosh, those gold beads were my Everest. So this nail is the golden nail, and I just love that song. It is so fantastic that it deserved its own nail art. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Ugh, whatever. Not gonna lie, at this point I was getting tired and it was showing. Oh no. And if you're like, why do your beads look like that? Because I dropped it and they went everywhere, and now they're just like that forever. When I was choosing how to do the bangles for this golden nail, I was really thinking of their costumes that they wear when they're singing golden. You know how they're black and white and have a little bit of gold on them? That is what was the inspo for these bangles. For this bangle, I decided to use gold chrome powder, and it just turned out so nice. If you've made it this far in the video, you are simply amazing, and I would love it if you consider subscribing to my channel. Also, don't forget, if you are enjoying this video, please hit that like button. It helps it reach more people. Every time I see this nail, I'm just like, gonna be golden. Yeah, I can't not sing that song. Also, another thing, since you've made it this far in the video, if you prefer the voiceover to subtitles, can you please let me know? I just really want to know what people genuinely prefer. Is it voiceover? Is it subtitles? Or do you not care? And if you don't care, let me know that too. So this last nail is my "this is what it sounds like" nail. You know, at the end of the movie when they're all iridescent and pearlescent and they're singing and looking gorgeous, that's what this nail is supposed to represent. And of course, it only makes sense to bust out the pearl chrome powder at this time because it just really adds to that "this is what it sounds like" end of the movie vibes. And I had these beautiful iridescent beads that I had just never used before or never had the opportunity to use before, and they just really pulled this nail together. I just love that I got to use them finally. and one more pearlescent bangle because in my opinion you can never have too many. I think it'll be a while before I do a nail set with beads again because oh my gosh, I was just so tired of working with these tiny little beads. By the time I was on this nail, they were once again just going everywhere. And then everything got a top coat and this nail set was done. Tell me what you think of this bangle nail set. Do you love the style? Do you love the trend? Do you think I did a good job representing the movie? Tell me what you think in the comments. I would love to know. Also, let me know which one was your favorite. I personally think the Rumi one is my favorite, and definitely the This Is What It Sounds Like one. I just think it's so pretty. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.